Hello friends, in this video we are going to see boundary conditions and boundary layer separation. Let's start. So as you can see in the diagram, we are going to see boundary layer separation, and before that we are going to understand the boundary conditions for velocity profile. Boundary condition for velocity profile. So following boundary conditions must be satisfied by any velocity profile by any velocity profile, whether it is in laminar or turbulent zone. Following boundary conditions must be satisfied by any velocity profile, whether it is in laminar or turbulent zone. Correct. So for the velocity profile, whether it is in laminar or turbulent zone, this boundary condition must be satisfied. So on this diagram, you can see here, this is the flow direction, u infinity is the velocity, and this is the flat plate, fixed stationary plate, and this is the velocity profile. Velocity keeps on increasing, and after that, outside the boundary layer, it is constant. It is constant, correct? So at the wall, you know that y is the distance measured from the pipe wall or flat plate. Y equal to the position. So at the wall, y is equal to 0, correct? And if you talk about this distance, this is your boundary layer thickness del, right? So now look at the condition number 1. At y equal to 0, your u equal to 0, correct? So at the wall, y equal to 0 and velocity, you can see the velocity profile here, u is also equal to 0. And on the boundary layer, your u is equal to 0.99 times of u infinity, correct? That we have seen. So that is what it is written. So here at u, y equal to del, u equal to u infinity mentioned here. And third point, at y equal to del, your velocity gradient du by dy equal to 0, because du by dy is present inside the boundary layer, it is positive. The moment you go on the boundary layer or outside the boundary layer, it is 0. So du by dy equal to 0. So these three boundary conditions, please remember, very important for the flat plate. Now we'll talk about the boundary layer separation, another new topic, boundary layer separation. So this is the example taken for the aerofoil. Right? This is the aerofoil and flow direction, airflow direction is given, and this is the stagnation point. This is the stagnation point. So what is the stagnation point? Stagnation point is the point where the velocity becomes 0 and the kinetic energy gets converted to pressure energy. So laminar flow area is given here on this part, and this is the turbulent flow area, right? This is the turbulent flow area, you can see, and this is transition, and separation point is mentioned here. And after that, the flow gets separated, and this is the separated flow area, right? So where is the boundary layer? So when the flow separates, the boundary layer also separates, and these are the vortices. Okay. So this is the aerofoil, and this is the transition point. It is mentioned here. So laminar flow, then transition point, turbulent flow, separation point, separated flow area on the aerofoil, and you can see the pattern here, right? For the turbulence, this part, right? You can see the turbulence, and this is the laminar. This is the transition. It's the transition. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide for see the another important concept of boundary layer separation. Effective pressure gradient on boundary layer separation. Pressure gradient is your dp by dx. Correct. So we just want to know the value of pressure gradient, whether it is positive, negative, or 0 when the flow is separated or when the flow is attached to the surface. So first of all, what we have taken here. So this is the, what you see, this is a curved surface. This is a fixed curved surface having the points like A, B, C, D, and E. 5 points are taken on the curved surface, and velocity profile is drawn here. Velocity profile is drawn here on the curved surface. So this is the flow direction. You can see this is the flow direction. Correct. This is the flow direction. So on the curved surface, the flow is taking place. On the point A, B, C, D, E, we have drawn the velocity profile. You can see parabolic velocity profile, parabolic velocity profile. Correct. And boundary layer del. You can see this is the boundary layer thickness del. Boundary layer thickness del is mentioned here. And then edge of the boundary layer. Edge of the boundary layer. That is the last point of the boundary layer. And from this point D, you can see the point D, there's a backflow started. Correct. At this part, you can see there's a backflow, or also known as reverse flow. So because of the pressure gradient, so flow always takes place from high pressure to low pressure, high pressure to low pressure. Correct. But because of some reason here, the pressure is high, and this side the pressure is low. So I'll write here LP, and this is HP, high pressure. So the flow started going in the back direction, back flow. So that is why the flow gets separated here, and so the boundary layer separation. Correct. So up to this C point, the boundary layer is attached to the surface. Now after that C point, the boundary layer is separated from the surface because of the positive pressure gradient. So dP by dx is written as P2 minus P1 by x2 minus x1. Okay. So for the attached flow, if you take any section here, suppose I am taking two section here, 1 and 2. So let us say this section is 1 and this section is 2, right? This section is 2 and this is 1. So if you take two section 1 and 2, P2 minus P1, flow always takes place from high pressure to low pressure. So definitely this is high pressure, this is your low pressure LP. Correct. So P2 minus P1, low pressure minus high pressure is negative, and you're going in the positive x direction, x is here. So x2 minus x1 is always positive. Correct. So dP by dx coming to negative, that is less than 0 for the attached flow. For the attached flow. Correct. And if you take this dP by dx on the detached flow, it will be coming like dP by dx should be greater than 0, that is positive, because it is opposite. P2 minus P1 will be positive. Anyway, x2 minus x1 is always positive. So this is the talk about the pressure gradient. Correct. In this particular diagram, we're also going to see the value of velocity gradient du by dy. So you know that for this type of profile, du by dy is positive here, greater than 0. That is what it is mentioned here. You can see here. Correct. Then at the separation point, du by dy y equal to 0, exactly 0. And if you talk about this point, at the point, let us say on the separated region, the velocity gradient du by dy is less than 0. Less than 0, correct? So because it is going in the reverse direction, so it is backflow. You can see the velocity profile is reversed actually here. So because of this, you are having the du by dy less than 0. So pressure gradient, as already I mentioned here, the value is mentioned here, dP by dx less than 0, negative, and pressure is minimum here. So this is the pressure curve actually. So pressure is, you can see pressure is decreasing, it is minimum here, and after that it is increasing. So dP by dx is greater than 0 for the detached flow. Correct. So what is the main conclusion of this particular diagram is that we need to understand the value of dP by dx as well as du by dy. That's it. So du by dy, we got to know that it is positive here, 0 and negative, and dP by dx for the attached flow is always negative, and for detached flow it is positive. So look at the last note here. If the pressure gradient is positive, the boundary layer separates from the surface and backflow, eddies formation takes place, due to which there is a great loss of energy. Very, very important point. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. Condition of separation, attached flow and detached flow. So already we have discussed the value of velocity gradient du by dy. So du by dy is positive. du by dy is positive when you are having the attached flow, but pressure gradient is negative. That is what we have seen. In the detached flow, du by dy is negative, and in the condition of separation, we are having du by dy equal to 0. So whatever we have seen the last diagram, that is written in one box here. Look at this diagram once again. Free stream velocity u infinity, boundary layer, flat plate, fixed plate, surface, and fluid having density rho and viscosity mu mentioned here. And this is the parabolic velocity profile you can see here. So what they have mentioned here, one is attached flow, one is about to separate, and one is separated flow. Correct. So for the attached flow, velocity gradient dou u by dy is positive mentioned here. So dou u by dy equal to 0 mentioned here, and dou u by dy equal to negative mentioned here for the detached flow. This is for the detached flow, DETACH detached flow. Okay. So same thing is tabulated on the column here. Attached flow, positive value of du by dy. Flow on the verge of separation, it is 0, and separated flow, du by dy is negative. Okay. Now we are going to see how we can prevent the boundary layer separation. So there are some methods here. So most common method like suction of the slow moving fluid by suction slot. So you know that the reason for boundary layer separation is the flow having the low energy or less energy. So that we need to energize the boundary layer, and that is we can do with the help of suction of the slow moving fluid by suction slot. So we are going to just remove the particles which are having less energy. That is one thing. Second thing, supplying the additional energy from the blower to the same molecules which are having lower energy, so that they are boosted up with the energy. Then providing a bypass in the slotted wing. So bypass means we are bypassing the high energy air from the bottom to the top surface. On the slotted wing, they're talking about the aerofoil. Then rotating boundary layer in the direction of flow, that will also delay the boundary layer separation. Providing a small divergence section in a diffuser, that will also help to prevent the boundary layer separation. And providing guide blades in a bend, so that to direction the flow particularly in a good direction, so that the flow should not separate. Correct. These all are the methods used for preventing the boundary layer separation. The first two three are very much common practice. Okay. Thank you.